rocking backwards and forwards, gargling into a microphone. Fat trailer trash, crying about mean tweets online. Awesome.
I just like...
I'm not... Listen, stop. Guys, these are... I need to start hating on Destiny more. We need to find... Like, guys, someone send me some Destiny hate content. Yeah, she has the fattest laugh I've ever heard. The fattest laugh I've ever heard. Civil War's gonna happen. Civil War's gonna happen. They are desperate to see people die. They are desperate to see people die. Every time. Yes, that's actually what they're doing. It's evil. Yes, it's evil. Oh my god. There's something so funny about a fat trailer trash hag who had to quit her job due to mental health issues, voting Republican. Oh, yeah, I did. I actually retweeted that VTuber. Oh, yeah, we'll look at that quickly. This is just a short little clip. I did retweet that VTuber. That had to take on the Destiny stuff. We might even go look at that video, actually. This might be funny. Bro. Right, okay. I retweeted this saying, you just know she's fat as fuck. And so I want you to listen and just, you'll hear what I mean.
How do you not see that you are the bad guys? You are the people that got the Nazis elected to power to use your fucking allegory. You are the brown shirts who reject your family and your bloodlines for political...
Yeah, you can just hear it. It's the spit. It's that you can hear like the gullet, the neck, just like it's every... You can just... It comes through so clearly. So I can picture her. Just this fat American woman just fucking rocking backwards and forwards, gargling into a microphone. Man.
People that got the Nazis elected to power to use your fucking allegory. You are the brown shirts who reject your family and your bloodlines for political partisan nonsense. You would see everything that made this country what it is, that gives you the freedom to do what the fuck you do every day.
Connor, I can picture... Listen, I have Shinigami eyes, Connor. Just purely by voice online, and how they present online, I can tell you whether someone is fat. I can tell you whether they're black. Not just women. Oftentimes, I can even tell you if they were raped as a child.
Every day. To say the heinous shit that you say every day. You would see that destroyed and not understand that you're the fucking problem. Until the people you brought into power have their boot on your neck and put the bullet in your head too. And it's just so fucking sad to see, man. It's genuinely upsetting. And like, you guys even ask me. You guys even ask me, like, how do I...
Oh, SFO getting flame for that display. SFO, I can't believe you sat there and groveled on side scrollers. For how long? Like an hour? I'm sorry, it was too soon. It was too soon. It was an insensitive tweet. It was too soon. Sorry, Craig. Sorry, Massa Craig. Sorry, Massa Craig. Yeah, the Trump video was good, though. The Trump video was good.
Read all this shit. How do I consume all of this stuff and, like, maintain sanity? And it's like, it's so fucking hard, dude. It's so fucking hard. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? Yeah,
so this was literally crying in tears over Destiny being mean to a firefighter on Twitter. So we might watch this full video.
Unhinged.
I can only imagine it's fucking excruciating to get through.
Unhinged.
10-minute video. Maybe we'll even start with this one. Maybe we'll even start with this one, then go into Noxtarky. Fuck it. Only 10 minutes. It's more than that, Kuihman. Destiny was being inflammatory. What did I say? Mocking a firefighter. It is inflammatory to mock a dead firefighter. That is obviously inflammatory. Yeah, I don't care. It's inflammatory. She's fucking crying on stream over it.
It says he wouldn't lose sleep over his parents being murdered at a Trump rally. That they would get what they deserve for supporting him. Holy shit. Man, maybe I did dodge a huge bullet. My ex was a Destiny fan.
Jesus Christ.
How about your parents? If they get their brains blown out at a rally, would you have the same attitude? They are democracy-hating insurrectionists after all. one, you're permaban for asking a stupid question, because the obvious answer two is, listen, they're adults. They make their own fucking decisions. If you want to support an insurrectionist president, then whatever comes of that is that's your consequences. Again, it's not a fucking joke. My mom is an immigrant to the United States of America. She was 5 years old. Her parents
Such a
were
fat
really
woman laugh. I'm glad you guys all see what I see.
hard to get here. She served for 20 years in the Air Force, along with my dad. They know exactly what they're doing. They should know exactly what they're supporting. It was my mom that, you know, ranted at me for over a decade about how evil the USSR and Putin and all the Chi-coms and all that shit. So whatever, you know, if they go to a rally and they whatever the fuck.
Oh, is there law on this Kirsch person? The collapse of DEI. Oh, wait, are there actually? There's actually like a subsection of like right-wing VTubers, isn't there? Oh my god, I thought it was just like that Pippa retard. I didn't realize it was so widespread. And I suppose I started to get a sense for it when we saw that Gator Lolicon VTuber. Now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it. These are like Chan adjacent VTubers and shit, right? They've got to be. That's very cringe. Yeah, look. Okay, yeah, that says it all. That says it all.
less end of life cost for me to deal with. It's on them. That's their decision. You think I'm gonna fucking lose sleep over that? No. We all have our own paths to walk in life. We all have our own decisions to make.
Kirsch is a Pippa orbiter, yeah, trying very hard to join Pippa's community, but I keep rejecting her. Okay. Is this bitch good? Like, you realize your microphone is picking up your AC, right? Wait, she's actually fucking sitting here crying, man.
Having a woman.
She's... Yeah, she lives in a mobile home. That's exactly what I was thinking. She must be in a trailer, right? Dude, she's trailer trash, 100%. 100%. Dude. Dude, this is over tweets. Over tweets. By the way.
Chad, I'm having a woman moment.
Wait, she unironically is trailer trash. Okay, cool. Fat trailer trash. Crying about mean tweets online. Awesome.
I just like...
Food Shops super chatted $1.99. NJF is never Trump now. It's never been this over.
I've been watching his flip. I've been watching his change. Tags. I've been watching. I saw it started with that Sikh lady apparently coming up at the end of the first day, and it's all been downhill since. I watched him seeing some of the Trump speech last night. He was not happy.
I've talked about it before, about when the January 6th stuff happened and all of these just brainless college students were trying to turn in their parents and shit.
These brainless college students try to turn in their parents. Okay, this isn't like a talking point I've ever heard before. Were there college students who reported their parents were going to the Jan 6 riots? I mean, to be honest, I almost say that's based, not gonna lie. I'm very close to saying that's based. I saw, I think, 2. There were like 2 of them. So it just... And what, did their parents get convicted or anything? Do we know that? Because if their parents got like decent charges and they actually did something fucked, then I would say that's kind of based. Fantarded. Bad combo. Bad combo.
For either supporting what happened on January 6th or actually having been there. And it's like, how do you not see? How do you not see what you're doing? How do you not see that you are the bad guys? You are the people that got the Nazis.
You're the bad guys for reporting people who attempted to destroy the foundation of your country. The most core part, the idea of being able to choose your elected representatives, having a peaceful transfer of power. One of the core most, inherent parts to operating your country in like a safe and free way. Okay, cool.
Nazis elected to power to use your fucking allegory. You are the brown shirts who reject your family and your bloodlines for political partisan nonsense. You would see everything that made this country what it is, that gives you the freedom to do what the fuck you do every day, to say the heinous shit that you say every day. You would see that destroyed and not...
All my intro music is in a playlist that is linked in the description.
...understand that you're the fucking problem until the people you brought into power have their boot on your neck and put the bullet in your head too.
Dude, it's like crazy.
And it's just
that
so
quote,
fucking...
Biden is going to put the boot on your neck and the bullet in your head. So what is even the argument here? What is even the argument here? Biden's going to put the bullet in your head because you said that it's bad to overturn an election. Okay. I mean, listen. Don't threaten me with a good time, okay?
Brown shirts who reject your family and your bloodlines for political partisan nonsense. You would see everything that made this country what it is, that gives you the freedom to do what the fuck you do every day, to say the heinous shit that you say every day. You would see that destroyed and not understand that you're the fucking problem until the people you brought into power have their boot on your neck and put the bullet in your head too. And it's just so fucking sad to see, man. It's genuinely upsetting. And like, you guys even ask me, like, how do I read all this shit? How do I consume all of this stuff and like maintain sanity? And it's like, it's so...
You don't read anything. You don't read anything. I do not believe this bitch reads anything. You watch like Daily Wire videos and maybe you read 4chan posts. You read posts on Poll. She reads posts on Poll. I'll believe that.
Fucking hard, dude. It's so fucking hard. What are we doing? What are we fucking doing? Oh my god. Fucking dumb fucking cuck made me cry.
Percy, no one's catastrophizing. It is a fact. Donald Trump attempted to coup the US government. That is a fact. It is my opinion that there is absolutely no circumstances under which someone who attempted to coup a government should then be allowed to be elected into that government. That sounds insane to me. The idea that you would put someone who has shown a fundamental disregard for the institutions of your country in power.
It's like fighting a cement wall. And it's like, you can't have conversations with these people. If they're willing to turn their parents in, if they're willing to sleep comfortably at night, knowing they are the reason that their parents will have gotten life in prison or whatever the fuck they hope bad happens to them for supporting wrong political candidate, you can't have conversations with these people. Like, it's over.
Well, I mean, okay, that's the exact thing Destiny was saying, right? Isn't it? You can't have conversations with these people.
Wrong political
She's just
candidate.
the same. She's doing the same thing.
You can't have conversations with these people. Like, it's over.
That's the same thing Destiny's saying.
Their parents will have gotten life in prison or whatever the fuck they hope bad happens to them for supporting wrong political candidate. You can't have conversations with these people. Like, it's over. There's no rational discourse. Yuri Bezmenov told us he did.
Bro, if I have to hear about that fucking stupid Yuri Bezmenov fucking video one more time in my life, I am going to lose it. That's fine. Let's move on.
It's just like, it's sad to see the degradation in real fucking time. Fuck, man. And it's like, what else can you do but, like, make fun of these people? But that's not gonna fix anything. This is what the left wants, loyalty to the party over family. Loyalty to the party should never be a dyed-in-the-wool thing. It's insane to me. You shame these people? You can't shame people that don't feel shame. Destiny literally streams himself being cucked. He doesn't have shame. He's out here saying he'll sleep well if bad things happen to his parents. If they get...
Listen, I'm all for calling Destiny a shameless cuck. Listen, I'm here for it. Destiny absolutely whores himself out and allows every aspect of his life to be picked apart online. 100%. Yep, that's true. You are a fat trailer trash VTuber using the avatar of a 15-year-old girl with triple D tits with cat ears. So I don't want to hear it from you.
Killed at a rally. He's saying, yeah, I'll sleep comfortably. They made their bed. They can lie in it. He's out here mocking and making fun of people that got shot because they're Trump supporters. How do you fix someone who has been this propagandized?
It's not a VTuber. This is just a GIF. It's just a GIF. It's just a retarded GIF. It's the Keffels thing. It's not a VTuber. I'm not a VTuber, okay?
And, like, where do you go from here? I've always said that, like, I'm not smart enough, dude. I don't know how to reverse brainwashing or fix people who have been propagandized, but it's like, this is the scary shit that leftists think they're fighting against. But they are the scary shit. They don't want to be fixed. But it's just like, if you can't fix the propagandized, then what do you do? How do you fix the entire situation? Outlive them? I mean, once they hit that point, there's no fixing them.
You are not outliving anyone, okay? Do not even entertain that thought.
They don't want to be fixed. But it's just like, if you can't fix the propagandized, then what do you do? How do you fix the entire situation?
I would love this. I would love to see this retard try and debate someone on like Jan 6. I would love to see it. Holy fuck! How amazing! You can't talk. They've already set up though. You can't talk to these people. She said there's no point having conversations with anyone. But I would love to. I would just love to see it. I would like. It'd be amazing. I think your DM. What's that? I looked into the Yuri guy a long time ago. Had aliases and was basically trying to oversell intelligence to the US and Canadian government. Huh. Everyone cites him like he's some kind of fucking messiah, though, all these conservatives, don't they?
Outlive them? I mean...
Like that video just blows... Like, I'm sure everyone's seen it, right? How do you fucking spell his name again? Bezmenov. There we go. Not Yuri on Ice. This shit. I'm sure everyone's seen this, right?
Well, you spoke several times before about ideological subversion. That is a phrase that... I'm afraid some Americans don't fully understand. When the Soviets used the phrase ideological subversion, what do they mean by it?
Ideological subversion is the process which is legitimate, overt, and open. You can see it with your own eyes. All you have to do, all American mass media has to do, is to unplug their bananas from their ears, open up their eyes, and they can see it.
I spoke to her last September before she cut me off. We didn't have a hardcore debate because I was trying to maintain the bridge, but her reply to any pushback was, I'm a girl, I don't know. What a useless fucking retard. What a pathetic loser.
Once they hit that point, there's no fixing them. You just leave them. It's just, but like, I don't like thinking that there's nothing you can do. Because if there's nothing you can do, then you can't fix anything. And that's not true. Nothing is unfixable. I mean, maybe the individual is, but like the entire cultural landscape isn't. That's the whole point of like.
Ideological subversions when Kuihman pretends he's not a DJ. I'm not. Listen, stop. Guys, these are. I need to start hating on Destiny more. We need to find, like, guys, someone send me some Destiny hate content. Where's that? Guys, we're watching the kill stream from last night, okay? We're going to do that at some point tonight. Lav was on there talking about how Destiny wants to eat cum out of her pussy or some shit.
Bringing up all of the bridge nonsense. There wouldn't be any point in rallying against it and letting people know about it if it wasn't fixable. It is. It is fixable. You need someone who can speak to their soul, however you can do that. I mean, I guess. Live better lives than them and hope they want to live a better life like yours, I suppose. I suppose. Literally a woman moment. Look, all right. So that's why I said some people think I should run for a political office. I would not be good in political office. Okay. You speak, you make more sense to the common man than their brainlessness. I mean, that's what I do when I respond to like the brainlessness posts on Twitter. Like I know the people that I quote, retweet, or I respond to aren't going to understand my argument or not gonna care. But I don't do it to refute them. I do it so that everybody else can see common sense and rationality winning out against people who are disingenuous, who are bad faith, who will do nothing but lie about you and to you. Because if I do it, maybe other people will feel emboldened to stand up to these cry bullies and not just roll over and take their
Oh, Chud follows her. Awesome.
Nonsense in silence. Not a woman moment, a person moment. Oh, let me call it a woman moment because it makes me feel silly, okay? We can fix things, you're proving it. I hope so. I hope so. I would like for that to happen. But like every so often you stare at someone who's so far gone that it's just like this is what a lack of humanity does to a person. And it's not like a feeling of disgust, it's like a feeling of unrelenting pity because they've forgotten what it's like to just be human. You know? Destiny's been far gone for a good while. I mean, I'm not a Destiny viewer.
She said nothing here. She said like nothing. Staked no real position, I can tell.
So I don't know a whole lot about him. But it's just like it's not him specifically. It's just like the shit that he's espousing. It's like fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. That is a little insane. Just a little insane. He deserves every bit of what Ludwig did to him. I don't even know what the Ludwig beef is. They have eyes, but they cannot see. Unfortunately, they are blind. They live in a different reality from the rest of us. The Destiny's take is being what Pavik Morozov.
Imagine saying this when you almost definitely believe it wasn't an insurrection. Almost definitely. Like there's the same people saying this. It's the same people. It's the same people, but they won't ever engage. It's crazy. Like, this bitch needs to get on a fucking... I fucking hate it when Nux does it. I fucking hate it when this bitch does it. Get on a stream. Go talk to someone. Have an argument with someone about this, please. I'm begging. Stop being a pussy.
Morozov gave up his parents when he learned of their anti-Soviet sentiments, for which he was praised by authorities but condemned by popular memory. People are people regardless of opinions and ideology. Forgetting that simple fact is how we end up with the greatest evils in human history. True and real. No black pill. Some people just don't realize what they're actually saying and the consequences it would have. I mean, yeah. I'm not like having a black pill moment, I would say, but it's just like, man, that's depressing. Destiny is one of the few lolcows on Kiwi farms that Null legitimately hates, and stuff like this is why. I can only imagine what it would take to get someone like that to genuinely espouse that they hate you publicly. Holy shit. I give you back your courage and resolve. Well, I'm glad. I'm just a silly fox woman, but if I can help you at all, I'm happy, Aeon. Thank you. Destiny's such a cuck that it made the fox cry. What kind of degenerate level is this? Ammonia. Ozihara, thanks for the cute AI art. It's necessary in these trying times. Thank you for the cute.
Sister Godiva super chatted $4.75. Southern hogs talk like that because it makes them feel dainty. She is drinking ranch dressing from the bottle while she speaks.
That's so real. Thank you for 50 sec. Thank you.
AI art. I like the expression. 10 out of 10 AI. Yeah. Aussie Horror always does some banger AI art. Okay. It's easier to hate and be heartless than it is to be caring and nice in this day and age. It's hard to be a good person. Yeah. Please tweet it. You want it for a bridge search. You could not rouse yourself to anger because Bonnell has nothing. The man who died in those stands gave his final moments towards the most precious thing in the world, his family. For
Yes, hate content, please, Kuihman.
Thank you for the $4.20. Thank you.
generations after this day, he will be remembered as the hero who gave up everything so that his daughter could go on. Who on earth could love Steven like that? I can help you at all. I'm happy. I like the expression. 10 out of 10 AI. Yeah. Aussie Horror always does some banger AI art. Okay. It's easier to hate and be heartless than it is to be caring and nice in this day and age. It's hard to be a good person. Yeah. Please tweet it. You want it for a bridge search. You could not rouse yourself to anger because Bonnell has nothing. The man who died in those stands gave his final moments towards the most precious thing in the world, his family.
Dude.
For generations after this day, he will be remembered as the hero who gave up everything so that his daughter...
Stupid fucking firefighter died. Dipshit Putin supporting firefighter died. Okay. Thank you for the $9.99.
Food Shops super chatted $9.99. I'm pro AI slop, but this is making me reconsider.
Thank you. Okay. I'm getting sent so much stuff about this freak VTuber. I don't know whether to keep on this for a bit or whether to just go to Nux.
A lot of people here probably haven't heard it. I was on a date once back in the day. I was on a date with a dude, and it was like during the fiery but mostly peaceful protest time. And he had said that he had gone to some of these Black Lives Matter riots because they were something that he believed were necessary to enact change for people who are suffering. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, okay. How do you feel about like what happened on January 6th? And he was like, well, that was a violent attempt at overthrowing our government, and that's a problem. And those people should be held accountable for what they did to the government offices. Like, that's just not okay. And I was like, so you think it's necessary to go out in the streets and riot?
Oh, Daniel Larson has been found unfit to stand trial and is being sent to a mental health facility.
But when you bring your grievances directly to the government, that's a problem, right? Like, I don't like Antifa, but when Antifa was just firebombing police stations...
Free Larson! Bring Danny home, please.
I could at least be like, all right, well, I think you're fucking crazy and I hate your ideology, but at least you're attacking a worthy structure for what you believe in, right? Like, when it was just police stations, I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. Who gives a shit? They're attacking what they think is bad. When that expanded to, like, black-owned businesses, when that expanded to houses, when that expanded to average citizens, I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Who are you gonna get on your side by doing this shit? The kicker, chat, the reason I'm telling this story, the reason it loops into Danny DeLito's, they took V for Vendetta off streaming services. This man had a V for Vendetta mask tattoo on his arm. The man with a V for Vendetta tattoo condemned what happened on January 6th.
Yeah, fake story.
And supported the BLM riots. So I don't think it matters if they take it off streaming services, because these people are literally...
Wait, why does that not make sense? Even if that was true, like, I mean, why would that not make sense? I don't think in V for Vendetta, it's an authoritarian government. He would be against someone subverting democracy to retain power. That would be. Even if you just looked at the movie and like took this totally seriously, that doesn't, or the comic or whatever, this doesn't. Guy Fawkes was a Catholic freedom fighter, yeah, but it's not Guy Fawkes, is it? It is a Guy Fawkes mask, but he's not literally Guy Fawkes. We'll be honest, V Vendetta sucked. The movie is good slop. It's not the fucking, you know, profound critique of authority that Reddit and 4chan dweebs in the mid-2000s thought it was, or late 2000s thought it was. What's this?
Oh, God, I hate divorce. I hate divorce, but that's just my silly devotion talking.
Yeah, you missed
I was
stuff.
watching! I wasn't watching. I was playing a video game. And I was like in the middle of a side quest where like a woman had like waited 2 years for like a guy that just vanished from town that she was in love with. And she was just like, I don't know what happened to him. I don't want to believe he's dead. Like, can you go find him for me? You find him alive, and then like you bring him to the woman, and he's just like, you deserve better than me. I wasted your time. I stole all these years from you because you spent this time waiting for me. And the woman is just like, fuck you, actually. Who are you to say that you wasted my time? I wanted to wait this whole time for you. And the guy is just like, you're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I should have considered your feelings. I don't expect you to forgive me for saying something so callous, but like, I really do love you, even though I feel like I'm not worthy of you. I like, they make up and they go off and be happy. And I'm sitting there in the middle of this side quest, and I'm just like, did video games warp my sense of a relationship? Because I have unironic video game NPC devotion to whoever I fall in love with, but the men are never worthy of that devotion. The men are always like shit cunts. That's partially my fault for just being bad at picking
This is fucking insane. She is like the worst. Holy fuck.
people, I guess. I just want to fix everything. And if there's a problem with someone I care about, I want to fix it and not just be like, don't talk to me, you made me upset, but fuck off. Like, I feel like you should fix problems instead of just abandoning, right? And I feel like that's a common trope in video games where it's just like, woman loves man, man does something dumb, woman waits for man, man comes back, woman mad at man, man says don't deserve me.
Gee, this is incomprehensible. Okay, let's try a different one.
This Goldie's Corner are
What
many
is this?
single women out and about looking for love, even during the pandemic. People are shot, lonely, and wanting to get out. They may not be thinking as clearly as they should. Do you have a daughter, sister, girlfriend, wife, friend, or neighbor that you love? Please share this article with them as a way to create a conversation about something we don't talk about until it's too late. This Goldie's Corner are some insights into the mind and world of a rapist. I want to share with you what I've learned over the years. According to many professionals, there are 3 or 4 types of rapists. Do we have a rapist test so we can figure out what category of rapist you are, chat? Let us examine the following categories to better help us understand. Hung himself after hurting many.
No, I've tried it. It's not fun.
Wait, what? Wait, what? I have bartered with God and I have lost. What are you, what?
End of flashback.
This is, I don't think any of this can, this is terrible. I can't make contact with this. This is just horrible. So what? This is her channel, right? What's she known for? Pippa Pipkin Orbiter. Okay, figured that one. Oh, VTuber drama here about the Trump assassination, is that?
And then let's see here. What is this? Curry Ringy hitting me up with something. What is this link? Curry Ringy. You know everything has to be related to VTubers these days, right? Here you go. Trump assassination version. I hope Trump's assassination attempt will inspire others to kill these horrible, senile world leaders. Thank you, Mila VTuber, as it were. Atlas Catboy. Why is it always the femboys, dude? There was a fucking assassination attempt on Trump and they fucking missed. We were so close to being safe. This is breaking news, by the way. Chat, remember, I'm the one that's the problem. I'm the one bringing the politics into VTubing. I'm the issue because I don't have the right politics. You know, if I
mean, who even are these people? That tweet has 120 views.
If I jump on my Twitter and I'd celebrate the almost assassination on Trump, I would be welcomed with open arms. I'd be a good VTuber. Hell, man. Femboy V-tweeter. I'm shocked!
Well, not that shocked.
V-tweeters. Imagine being a fucking V-tweeter. Get ready to see more of this. I cannot wait. I can't.
Yeah, she has the fattest laugh I've ever heard. The fattest laugh I've ever heard. I've got to say, I'm usually all for, like... I'm the first one to say the femboy shit is borderline pedophilia. I'm the first one to shit on these people. But I don't know that I want to hear it from, like, a fat middle-aged woman who's clearly so unappealing that even though she's a woman, her appearance can't bring her any extra views. Because she's hiding behind an avatar. So, I don't know if I want it. It feels like almost jealousy. It sounds bitter that you know, there are seemingly or reportedly straight men that would rather fuck these childlike twink characters than you. That's how it comes off, to be honest. That's the vibe I get.
Cannot wait for Kuririnji to do the fucking Twitter sewage crawl and find all these little rats who are going to celebrate a fucking assassination attempt. Like, you have to be out of your fucking mind to celebrate an assassination. Hell, they have so much hate. As much as I dislike Biden, as much as I would not want to see him be president this fall, hell, I would not celebrate an assassination on him, because that's unhinged. Ah!
Bitch, stop chugging soda and maybe you'll stop hiccuping.
I was trying to suppress my hiccups and it made a burp noise instead. Tweets remind you of the famous meme, this does not look good on paper. True and real. And with that, we can segue into all of the weird fucking people from yesterday's events. What a perfect time. What a perfect time, dude. I'll bring up the tweet that I made this morning, my morning, as it were. After calling out some of the people who were expressing disappointment in a non-joking manner that Trump was not shot, there were a lot of people who came out of the woodwork trying to do the very typical gotcha, like, you know, the smuggy of, oh, but I thought you liked edgy jokes. And so I kind of got sick of reading it, and I just like, this is just like obviously some random burner account that I decided to take as an example because it was like the last one that came across my dash feed. Random burner account said, okay, when did Kirsha suddenly become okay with acting like a trick?
Literally seething over some fucking random tweet from a total burner. Literally no profile picture burner with no views. Fucking 50 views and one reply.
Triggered snowflake?
Yeah, guess a grip.
You guys are acting like all the triggered people who try to cancel people over stupid jokes. You know, the ones you laugh at and make fun of? What the fuck are you guys doing? This is the you guys hated. Not once did I ever at anyone's sponsors. Not once did I say anyone should be deplatformed. Not once did I say anything about taking action against any of these people. I expressed that it's...
I'm not surprised there's a ton of femboy haters in here, but I've seen them gotten much worse on Kick. Yeah, you guys are truly the most oppressed race. Truly. So persecuted.
It's a very disgusting point of view to go out on Twitter and express disappointment that someone you disagree with politically didn't get fucking assassinated. And in the same breath, when you wished the shooter didn't miss him.
Listen, that is some weird gay subculture, okay? It's not purely a description of someone who looks young. It's some weird gay subculture. I'm not part of some weird gay subculture.
You make light of the situation where innocents actually died because he did miss. And a lot of these people are trying to claim it's a joke. There's a huge difference between a joke and expressing disappointment that an assassin didn't succeed. There are plenty of jokes about the situation that happened yesterday. There are plenty of people making fun of the shooter. There are people making fun of the shooter, as they should. And someone even, let me see if I got it in a tab here, just to double check it. This Artez Zinohep is a very, I'm pretty sure they're a burner account as well, like a low follower count, but they're constantly up in my replies, arguing in bad faith all the time, which is why it's just like, I reply to some of these people just for public context, even though I know that they're going to keep moving the goalposts and keep trying to make an argument that doesn't exist because they want to catch me in some kind of like actual hypocritical gotcha. Unfortunately for them, I am the most consistent streamer. Whenever I would do like nostalgia streams, it would basically be like a loop, right? Like 4 years ago, I would have said almost the exact same thing as I said today, maybe with a slightly different wording. And I said, if this were to happen to Biden, I wouldn't be wishing the assassination attempt had succeeded. There are plenty of memes being made about.
You're just misinformed on that issue, like many, unfortunately. It just can't, it's like talking to furries. It's like talking, oh my god.
The situation, none of which are expressing disappointment that the shooter had missed. And these people either missed my context because they're idiots or because they're being disingenuous. And they posted like actual memes, right? Like Lee Harvey Oswald in heaven watching the shooter miss Trump from a few meters away. Making fun of the shooter's aim. JFK in hell watching the shooter miss. The Donald Trump shooter. Like these are actually funny memes because they're making fun of the shooter. They're not expressing personal disappointment that the shooter missed.
You can only joke in the way I like.
Oh, absolutely
and yeah, they're not fucking funny. They're like dumb boomer memes, but I'm not surprised given this bitch is old as fuck and fat as fuck and trailer.
You cannot argue with these people. You cannot. And then there are some people here I call absolute bullshit that y'all wouldn't right-wingers mock dead children, whether they're school shooting victims or trans. Y'all call for a damn civil war every other day, even though I literally... This is how you know that they build, like, straw men of us in their... Is she missing teeth?
I wouldn't be surprised. She's like Xylee. I'm getting Xylee vibes from this hardcore, you know what I mean?
I tried it. I was like, oh, well, no, it's supposed to be good for you. Let me try it. I couldn't do it.
It's the same streamer.
I could not do it.
Their heads, and they never have actually listened to anything that I say, right? Right? Dude, Kirsha, what are you doing? Seriously, like, f the guy and those who support him, but why are you going out and picking fights like this? Trying to moderate edgy jokes now? What the hell are you doing? Not a fan of the fossil or orange, but dude, these are edgy jokes making fun of the shooter. Edgy jokes are different from expressing personal disappointment. I genuinely cannot tell the difference between people acting disingenuously and people with low IQ in half of these Twitter threads, right? Like, I cannot tell the difference. Why?
That guy's back. Dude, Kershaw, what are you doing? Seriously, like, F the guy and those who support him, but what are you... Oh my god, why is my start bar popping up? But what are you... going out and picking fights like this, trying to moderate edgy jokes now? What the hell are you doing? I'm not a fan of the fossil or orange, but dude.
Q in half of these Twitter threads, right? Like, I cannot tell the difference. And this person has been also reply guying. You would, don't lie, you absolutely would. At least be honest with yourself for once in your life. Chat. Oh, my favorite schizo. You would 100% be joking about it, you disingenuous piece of shit. Chat, how many times have I said, I wish the Democrats would stop using Biden. I wish they would let Grandpa go home and sit in front of the...
Oh my god. How many times have I made this obviously pro-Republican talking point? The Democrats are exploiting Biden. The Democrats, they're exploiting this old man. How many times have I made this obvious right-wing talking point? Can't you see, guys? I can be rational to both sides. See, guys, I can be nice to both sides. Why are you exploiting this weak old man?
The TV and eat his ice cream, and I have you guys in chat get mad at me for saying that. You're like, Biden's a terrible person, he deserves everything bad. And it's like, I know he's a terrible person. I'm not defending him. I don't like him, but I don't like seeing him be propped up like a fucking chess piece. Just let him go home.
He's the one who wants to be there. They all want him gone. It's just so uninformed too.
It's Twitter. They have very low IQ. It's the same people that can't tell the difference between reality and fiction. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. A drowning man will clasp at straw. It's sad for... It's Twitter. They have very... He's a terrible person. I'm not defending him. I don't like him. But I don't like seeing him be propped up like a fucking chess piece. Just let him go home.
Stay home! Stay home,
It's Twitter. They have very low IQ. It's the same people that can't tell the difference between reality and...
Was that meant to be was that meant to be a joke about Trump, or was that not? If that was about Trump, that's funny.
Fiction. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. A drowning man will clasp at straw. It's sad for real. Like, I have never once expressed anyone to do anything violent to Biden. And I have been very kind, I would say, to him even. And even when I talk about things like January 6th and bringing your grievances directly to the politicians in power.
Is that what that was? Is that what that was? Please get on a stream. Please get on a stream and talk to someone about it. Please talk to, like, Dev or someone. Holy fuck.
Chat, I will never remember whether it was Chile or Peru. I'm sorry. I'll never remember which country it was. I talk about how in either Chile or Peru, they had massive protests in the street against their communist government, and they dragged journalists and politicians out of buildings, dumped red paint on them, again with a massive fucking crowd, dumped red paint on them to paint them as either communist or communist sympathizers, and then left them alone. It wasn't violent, it was paint. Nobody got shot, nobody got beat, nobody got harmed. That was the kind of thing that I want to see. I want to see people doing things like that aren't violent, that aren't shooting people, right? That is a very based way to go to your politicians and say, we're sick of your shit. We're sick of you treating us like garbage, but we're not gonna sink to your level. We're just gonna show people your true colors. Never forget to archive every single thing they do because they'll 100% deny them propagating their lies. Oh, of course, of course. Do they do it silently? Because that's still violent. The American pastime of tar and feathering. Exactly, that one was Chile. I'm glad you guys can remember, because like I reference it so often, and I know I went through all of the articles about it when it happened on stream, but my memory's bad, dude. I grew... Never forget to archive every single thing they do because they'll 100% deny them propagating their lies. Oh, of course, of course. Do they do it silently? Because that's still violent. The American pastime of tar and feathering. Exactly, that one was Chile. I'm glad you guys can remember, because like I reference it so often, and I know I went through all I can't trying. I do my very best to not be hypocritical. And when I'm in the middle of a thought where you guys in chat point out, hey Kirsha, doesn't this kind of conflict with something you said before? I like out loud and streamer brain kind of work out like, oh, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe this isn't a correct line of thinking. You know, maybe I gotta reconsider my position here. Imagine that, being able to take in more information and alter or look away from Cap. He'll eat him.
Okay, oh,
These
this
are the
is
Destiny
horrible,
implications. Oh, I'll get to Destiny. Don't you worry. Oh, don't you worry. But this guy,
the fucking baby voice from some fat trailer trash is fucking disgusting, man. Like, it's a new level.
This guy tried, like, these people are trying to make it as a joke. And I think anybody calling what Tricky did a joke is engaging disingenuously from the get-go. They either know it wasn't a joke, but they want to gunt guard, basically, or they're so dumb that they cannot tell the difference between someone expressing personal disappointment and someone making a joke. And this guy she literally says in this clip that jokes right after a tragedy are usually the best time to make them. Yes. And people were editing the image of Trump and his fist constantly. People were editing the
Globix85 writes, okay, a new rule is in effect.
Of course, when it's Daddy Jim,
If I ever see the welcome to Tumblr video on my dash, the post will be blocked.
Different story when it's Daddy Jim.
You will be unfollowed. Why, you may ask? Because I don't think making fun of some things that are legitimately serious issues to people is acceptable, and the video is in very poor taste.
All jokes are acceptable, and immediately after a tragedy is typically the best time to make a joke about.
All jokes are acceptable, and typically after a tragedy is the best time to make them.
All jokes are acceptable, and immediately after a tragedy is typically the best time to make a joke about said tragedy.
I'm not a very easily offended person, but watching that video got me thinking, dude, what the hell are you thinking? Some subjects are simply not to be talked about. Hashtag new rules. Well,
No, I completely disagree with that. It's like the most recent shooting I haven't gotten to talk about on stream yet. There was another transgender shooter that went to a church in Texas, and as far as I know, only 2 people got hurt before the police neutralized the transgender shooter. So we still haven't gotten the complete first Tranifesto. I don't know if there's a Tranifesto for the Texas church shooting, but hopefully we'll get one. Apparently they also had Free Palestine written on their weapon. I don't know. I haven't gotten a chance to go through all of this on stream, but it's like, if we're going to start seeing a trend of these so-called transgender people shooting up churches, they seem to just be enacting the conversion therapy on themselves at this point. Like, we don't even need to try, right? White non-Hispanic El Salvador? Yeah, literally the most Hispanic name I could think of, listed as white non-Hispanic. That's when I first saw that, I was like, female, white, non-Hispanic. Okay, so this must be also a male. If they're lying about them being white and non-Hispanic, surely they're also lying about them being female, right? No, apparently it's actually a biological female who thought they were a male, which also made me think of the prior Christian Academy shooting. And it's like, well, previously mostly men were mass shooters. The only woman
This is the same VTuber
I could think of off the top of my head was one of the Islamic shootings. There was like a sister or something that helped the guy. I want to say that was in California, but I could be wrong. My mind is not the best at recalling these things. And then the YouTube shooter who didn't even get to do anything, right? But San Bernardino, that's the one that I was thinking of. Thank you. Thank you. So now we get these biological women claiming to be men perpetrating shootings. Is it all the testosterone? If they're hyped up on testosterone, is that what's going to finally bring female shooting statistics?
This is so fucking late. This person fucking sucks, man. Holy shit, she's so annoying, and she's just like such a hypocritical retard too. It's so dumb.
Image of the shooter's body constantly.
Like, fuck it, like seriously, get on a stream and talk about this with someone.
They were making memes. They were making jokes. They were not expressing disappointment that Trump did not die. I have an entire folder, probably of like 100 different...
Trump's 4chan to like us so bad. Yeah, it's like so fucking gross. It's just so gross to see like some fucking disgusting middle-aged woman pouring herself out to channers in 2024. Oh, look, I like Jim too. Like, shut up, you old hag. Get off the fucking internet. Show your face.
Edits of when the Russian ambassador to Turkey got assassinated. Not once have I ever said that the Russian ambassador deserved that I was glad he got shot, that it was a good thing that it happened. Not once did I ever praise what happened in that situation or express disappointment that the gunman didn't shoot more people. Pretty sad about that. You've seen Tricky
I would absolutely talk this retard.
Mantle woke chatters going after her for the Egypt thing. Propose we temporarily place commies in waste management. Sideways, thank you for the 5. Your biggest issue with these people is even if you were inconsistent in some way, so what? Where's the rule where you can't have an exception? I mean, it depends on what you're inconsistent on, right? It very much depends on what it is. But these people like to exploit the consistency that people who try to live principled have, because they don't have principle. All they have is like this weird power grab where they want to appear to be the better person than you are. So this person also goes on to say, she then immediately jokes about a trans person shooting up a church and bringing up how it was the testosterone that made them aggressive. Joking about a shooter perpetuating a crime.
You said all jokes. You said...
I'm not a very easily offended person. Watching that got me thinking about it. Because most will be... Because I'm very... Well, that...
No, I completely disagree with that. It's like the most recent shooting I haven't gotten to talk about on...
Thinking. Some person...
How was it?
Will be... Okay, a new... Globix 8 dash. And the video...
After a tragedy is
taste.
All jokes are acceptable, and immediately after a tragedy is typically the best time to make a joke about said tragedy.
All jokes.
Time is always the correct thing to do. Like, why, these are like the people who are just like, you can't joke about Hitler. And it's like, the most anti-Hitler thing to do is joke about Hitler. Why would you take him seriously? Why would I not joke about the fucking trans idiot who shot up a school? Why would I give them legitimacy? Why would I do that? Why ever joke about the victims? Exactly. And so I responded, the perpetrator of a heinous crime is always fair to joke about. Not once did I ever state, I wish the trans person had gotten more of them before being taken out, which would be the equivalent to the people wishing the shooter didn't miss Trump. Genuinely cannot tell if you're being purposefully disingenuous or merely misconstruing things. You don't get it. He's literally the devil. Even yesterday, when all of this happened, I even made the joke about Beanie Man, and I was like, I don't want to start saying civil war is inevitable, because I don't, right? Like, I'm too low IQ to know what else could possibly get us out of this situation, right? But I don't want to claim civil war is inevitable, because
I don't want to claim civil war is inevitable. I can't see how we're going to avoid civil war. I can't imagine how we could possibly avoid civil war, but I don't want to say that civil war is inevitable. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, yeah, so you're portraying your thinking very clearly there. Awesome. No, I fucking hate these reasons. They are desperate. They are desperate to kill people. They just want to see people die, actually. They'll dress it up. They'll act like they don't. But these people are like, oh, yeah, civil war's going to happen. Civil war's going to happen. They are desperate to see people die. They are desperate to see people die. Every time. Yes, that's absolutely what they're doing. It's evil. Yes, it's evil. It just is. They're pretending. They're dressing it up. They're acting like that's not what they want. But it's all they talk about. And they just want to press it.
civil war is bad. Nobody actually wants to be in a civil war. Spineless cowards who deleted their post. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of the spineless cowards that deleted their posts. As a Slav, you're surprised they didn't do the whole balcony allergy thing? It seems more discreet than a gunman and has a higher success rate. Oh yeah, they deleted the post. Who deleted which post? Who deleted which post here? I don't know which one you guys are specifically talking about. So this morning, after seeing enough of these people do weasel wordy things, my response was like, yeah, I know this is a burner account. I know I'm not replying to this for the sake of the burner account. It's just to make a point. It's just to get the message out there for other people who see this kind of behavior on Twitter so that you guys know what kind of people that you're dealing with. When I'm weaker than you, I ask for freedom because that is according to your principles. When I'm stronger than you, I take away your freedom because that is according to my principles.
This is literally what the right wing is doing over this. This is literally what you're doing. You can't make those jokes. You have to be banned for those jokes. You can't make those jokes. This is literally what you're doing. This is you. This describes you.
These types of people will harangue you, dox you, contact your sponsors, mass report you on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, try to get you fired from your job, send messages to your spouse or parents or children, smear your name in every which way they can with their distortion of the truth and gotchas that they've built up in their mind if you have edgy humor. But if you dare to point out those same people who claim to detest edgy humor, then start calling for violence.
Yeah, this is just the description of libs of TikTok.
Showing their anger and disappointment that a political rival was not killed, and how that's a bad thing. They don a Cheshire grin while claiming, "But I was merely joking. Isn't that what you do? Oh my, who is the triggered snowflake now? What a hypocrite." All they have are lies and distortion to browbeat you into compliance.
Wait, what the fuck is this? I'm crying. Someone recorded a video of R. Kelly singing in prison. That's so good. Is this real? Let me check. Where is this coming from? If that's real, that's so based.
And letting them walk all over you.
He still got it.
These people just want to virtue signal. They just want to feel good about being morally better than you are. They hate you. They hate the things you say. Even if they don't know what you say, they will make it up in their own minds and decide that's what you said. They are not acting in any sort of good faith and should not be engaged with. This is why, when the sweet baby thing really kicked off months after I started talking about...
Dude, this is the true criticism of Destiny, wasn't it? Wasn't she complaining that, oh, they can't talk to us. They think they can't talk to us. Like, dude. And then you just say, everyone who disagrees with me is bad faith. Everyone who disagrees with me is bad faith. You're all bad faith.
They will make it up in their own minds and decide that's what you said. They are not acting in any sort of good faith and should not be engaged with. This is why, when the sweet baby thing really kicked off months after I started talking about it, and the journalists started circling the wagon, started attacking Cabrutus, started rewriting history, I said, do not engage with the journalists. Do not reply to them. Show everyone else how they are lying. But if you engage with the journalists, you engage
in I would debate this, Fatty.
Losing battle.
Absolutely.
Because anything you say will be twisted and used against you and everyone else who agrees with you. Trump's rhetoric got us to this point. Literal, look at what you made me do logic. It's not even Trump's rhetoric. For 8 fucking years, Democratic politicians have been saying that Trump is a white supremacist. He encourages white supremacists. That his voter base are bad people.
Lie? Where? Lie? Where? Lie? Where?
They have been encouraging dehumanizing
So what was it? Immigrants are poisoning the blood of the nation?
Language for 8 years. And they want to make you believe that you are the one who perpetuated the dehumanizing language. Don't believe your
immigrants are poisoning the blood of the nation.
Lying eyes. Believe what we tell you.
Immigrants are poisoning.
We tell you what to think. The amount of people that I imagine would be incredibly happy if, like, I got banned and could not say anything online anymore. Probably